Folks, I got a couple drops of information I want to give to y'all today, bring to y'all something that I thought was overlooked that Trump reposted, something John Solomon was saying that I thought absolutely needed to be brought to everybody's attention if you haven't seen it yet. And also, I have to talk to you about beef jerky. I will never look at beef jerky the same way again after looking at these reports over the last couple of days about some information that has been developed and exposed behind the Jeffrey Epstein emails to several people involved ordering, shipping, freezing, making beef jerky recipes. Weird stuff, folks. We will get into that a little bit later. But first, let's get into John Solomon being retweeted by none other than President Trump. Check this out.
Yeah, well, one of the guys that's in here is Eric Swalwell. Now, that is secondhand information from the whistleblower, but the whistleblower actually attended a meeting with Adam Schiff when he was ranking member. Yeah.
I stand corrected. It was they both hate Trump, so I kind of mix them up.
Yeah, they all merge together these days. Listen, this whistleblower literally sat in a meeting, he tells the FBI, where Adam Schiff authorized the leaking of classified secrets to dirty up Donald Trump and to try to build towards either a select committee in Congress or a special prosecutor. Yeah, well, one of the guys that's in here is Eric Swalwell. Now, that is secondhand information from the whistleblower, but the whistleblower
So now we know that it wasn't just Adam Schiff lying on Trump and doing everything he shouldn't be doing with documents to try to smear President Trump. Swalwell was in on it from the get-go, and there's now a whistleblower, otherwise known as a witness, that can maybe testify to Adam Schiff's and Eric Swalwell's crimes. Somebody needs to protect this whistleblower. I hope he's in the witness protection program, but that is a actual very good piece of information to know that not just crying Adam Swalwell was involved, but there's proof that they were both involved in some illegal shit involving trying to take Trump down. No doubt about it, folks. It's good to know. I knew Swalwell hated Trump, but I wasn't sure why. But obviously he's been colluding against Trump since the get-go. He's on Team Destroy America. You know he is. He's got that TDS. I don't think it's about Trump. I think it's about the money. They're greedy. These people are a bunch of tyrants. Now, folks, this is about the craziest video I think I have seen right here. Let me show you real quick. Let me scroll down to it. No, that's SOS. These are some of the documents talking about the pizza. Or, excuse me, not the pizza, the beef jerky. Now, this video is going to blow your mind if you haven't seen it already. This guy named Winter Coffee put this out, and I just must say it is just an amazing amount of information. And God help us, I hope it's not true, but I believe it is at this point. They were using code words like pizza and hot dogs that we've all heard about in the past, and cream cheese and all this other weird stuff. They're mentioning beef jerky and cream cheese in these texts. They must be changing up their wording because so many people caught on to pizza after the whole Pizzagate incident.
People going crazy think they found a code word for human meat? Wait, what? Hope you are feeling better. Did we analyze the jerky? Why didn't we get jerky this week? I also added more to the jerky and ginger lemongrass. Thank you so much.
If you don't know, folks, these are the Epstein file emails that have been exposed involving correspondence between Jeffrey Epstein and other people. And it's really starting to look like these people were more than pedos. They were into human sacrifices. It's reported this week that Jeffrey Epstein received a shipment. We'll get into that later. Just some key opportune timing of some sulfuric acid. Or hydrochloric acid.
Much super cool. Beef jerky, delicious. Jojo is here and we'll walk the jerky over to Jeffrey. We'll walk the jerky over to Jeffrey. Why would jerky walk around? Why would it do that? Delicious lunch, beef jerky. Steve and I are very grateful above all for your friendship. Some of these emails are so wholesome, aren't they? It's too bad they eat kids. A small insulated bag would be fine. I don't remember checking it. No need for crazy amounts of ice. One should do. There is one bag of beef jerky in the fridge. Please get it. Also, blank has more.
Who freezes beef jerky? Who freezes beef jerky?
Or at her place, please get it from her as well. I suppose it needs to be in a cold, insulated bag. Just wanted to touch base about jerky. J.E. said he was going to start eating regular food again, so he might be eating less jerky. He said he has 6 bags of it in a downstairs freezer. Why would you freeze jerky? Steve needs a 6 to 8 ounce portion of jerky. I gave you all the jerky we had, and it lasted only half the amount of time it was meant to. I felt like it was more important for you to have the jerky to eat during my time off. My plan is to make a batch before I leave for LSJ, and some of that will go to Steve, and the rest will go to you at LSJ when I arrive.
Now, I'm starting to think that this could be children, bodies, but also it could be code words for drugs, for making a batch of some kind of dope, methamphetamine, who knows? But to need ingredients, to put part of it in the freezer, I don't know what part you would need to put in the freezer, because I don't know of any drug that needs to be refrigerated during any process of it. I don't think that's the way it works when you cook most drugs, that you need the freezer. So I don't know how that explain that one, but I can say that this is code word for something really, really evil. No doubt about it. You decide for yourself what you think this is code word for. Let me know in the comment section down below.
St. James Island. And that's what LSJ must mean. So logically, that means that they were doing this off of the island. Steve Hansen is sending jerky to your attention overnight. I believe it should be enough to get him through. Jeffrey
overnight in the jerky?
Epstein is asking to bring him more jerky. I'm flying in on Friday. I will bring jerky. Is there a time I could come say hi and drop off the beef jerky? And that's from Jeffrey Epstein. Francis has time to come tomorrow. Show me how to make it. Jerky class anyone. He will bring you to taste his new jerky recipe from the restaurant. He sends a warm hello. He's working at a restaurant called guys, the restaurant's called Cannibal and Cooks. Wait for it, beef jerky and steak. Can blank make some jerky? I think we should landscape all around the house to use the water if possible, if the main house is not enough. Are there any recorded images?
What does the landscaping have to do with anything? Why would that be part of the conversation? Are they covering up the carcasses, maybe? And going to do some landscaping to make it look not like a body was buried there. I don't know, folks. It's weird. There's so many ways you could look at this.
Of Jeffrey Epstein with beef jerky at all. No, there are no recorded or publicly known images of Jeffrey Epstein with beef jerky. Who sends beef jerky to a lab for analysis? Wait, what? I was looking for the beef jerky as I knew it was in my suitcase, and I thought that maybe I left it on the beach, only to find a small plastic bag near my dog's bed. I'll email Francis to make us some more, as I need 6 to 8 ounces to send to the lab, and I'll forward to Francis the info to send to the lab directly. Guys, I think something's going on. What's this here? Commercial, apparently.
Who sends beef jerky to the lab?
It's his last girlfriend who's active on Twitter right now. Check the mail. Names for hers again. Oh boy, oh boy. People are saying this is Jeffrey Epstein's last girlfriend. And this is the same name as inside of the files, and her name change hasn't occurred since 2017, before the files released. After years of silence, the truth. Jeffrey was innocent. I really? Like, he just a good boy? He didn't do nothing wrong? Trapped by powerful people who silenced him. I was his last confidant, and I have the evidence that they're still hiding. I'm not suicidal, just in case. You'll know the whole truth soon. They sacrificed children to Lucifer. It's an entire cult. Jeffrey got involved in their operation for financial reasons and to obtain Combraprat, but never participated in the rituals. Oh, what is this here? I'll pull this one up and see it. That's crazy. She cooked in the brain? Maybe. She ate the brain? Yeah, maybe she did. Wire transfer request form. A 65-gallon... Guys, 655-gallon sulfuric acid with fuel and insurance charge? They are dissolving bodies.
That's what I'm thinking too, folks. That's what I'm thinking is going on just as well. Now, I've got a meme clip for you here directly. Let's see if this is it. I put this together a little earlier, and I forgot what order I put these in. Same day the FBI opened the sex trafficking charges against Jeffrey Epstein in 2018, he had 6 55-gallon barrel containers of sulfuric acid shipped to his private island. That sounds like place to put 6 bodies to me. I seen Breaking Bad. Sulfuric acid is used to dissolve human body and bone. I think it'll dissolve everything but the teeth. I think that's the truth of the matter. All right, folks, I'm going to scroll back to a video that Benny Johnson put out that was a little bit creepy, but it was accurate. It was all AI generated. I think everybody needs to see this. Very creepy. See if you catch it, folks, at the beginning where they're picking up.
This is the single greatest explanation of Jeffrey Epstein on the entire internet. His room in his house.
Nickelodeon. Pizza became a hot dog.
Yikes. The Nickelodeon stuff. Award shows, Jay-Z and Harvey Weinstein. Ooh. The NBA. TMZ. That guy was in. Ooh, okay. There's the trip. Did take photos of the Pope. Yikes. All world leaders.
AI is getting better and better.
Oh, Jelaine. Creepy artwork. Island Boys and Fuentes. Clones. Yikes. Yep. Started the Troon movement. Made games woke, made gaming woke. All the institutional money. Bitcoin printing. Started ISIS. Yeah, so good.
Robert De Niro.
Look at this. Look at the Joe Biden body double. That's really tall. That's amazing. Oh no. Oh no, it's the photos. Oh.
The binder.
Uh-oh.
Maybe.
Spooky. Time's up. AI is getting crazy good, man.
That was Benny Johnson brought that video. I don't know where the original clip came from. I couldn't figure it out watching it on Benny. But man, that's crazy how good AI has gotten. it's sad to think that most of the stuff involved in that video was probably pretty accurate. That guy, we're finding out more and more about Epstein as things go along, and we're finding out he was connected to everybody and everything you could imagine. It's astounding how much power this guy had. It says, I'll grab my glasses here. Beef jerky, otherwise known as child meat. Dang. This is crazy stuff, folks. I'll show you a couple of these statements from this beef jerky conversation was going on for years. Back and forth with chatter, and I'm sure beef jerky is just one of the many fetishes we found out these creepos had. They were all beef jerky addicts, obviously, and now we just got to figure out where the leftovers are. I hate to say it like that, but unless they use that sulfuric acid to dispose of the leftovers, I would almost bet that there's probably bodies buried on some of Jeffrey's 5 properties. And also, he's lived around an ocean, so you could always feed somebody to the fishes. Much easier, I'm guessing. But now this was a letter from Karina Shylock. It was one of the people that was mentioned in that video. She says, "Would it be possible for you to make another batch of beef jerky for J.E. Jeffrey Epstein? Please, he is running out." You think he was a keto health nut that lived on beef jerky? The way the word beef jerky was used in a sentence, I'm thinking not. I wouldn't think it would be this much trouble. You would think he'd be able to get beef jerky on hand, on demand, in 55-gallon barrels, if that's what he really wanted. But I think the 55-gallon barrels and the beef jerky were all about something else altogether. It says, to Steve Hansen, "Thank you, Steve, but I have now been told that this is the old way Francis was doing it, that he likes best, not the latest batch. So the LSJ, which is Little St. James or Little St. John's, is going to try and do it that way. So they're going to try to make the batch in a different spot, a different way. I am in Europe, but Jen is with him on the island. If you need, you can liaise with her about getting anything down. Thank you." I think they're cooking drugs. Could be terminology for drugs or children at this point. Just saying that they had to cook it up, it's I don't know. Maybe, you tell me, is it drugs or is it human sacrifices? Is it something else altogether? It says, yes, it says, recipe, yes, later today, but you have the type of beef that Jeff likes. That was one issue with the last batch, but I just made another batch. Picking it up later today, that's going to either send it to you or give it to Eva to bring. I was going to ask Jeff later if Eva is still going in the next few days. So you can ask which was he thinks be quickest, best way. But at noon, jerky is ready to be sent, and I'll get you recipe ASAP. Huh. So this is a restaurant center, proud to be the first national multi-concept restaurant group to be certified green by Green Restaurant Association. I'm trying to see if this debunks it. It says Jeffrey Island requested the latest beef jerky recipe as J.E. has asked her to try and make some. He says the last batch that you made tasted different. What the hell are they making? I don't don't think it's beef jerky, folks. I just have a feeling it's not beef jerky. They walked the beef jerky over. The hell of an obsession with beef jerky. Why didn't he have a beef jerky maker right there on property if he ate that much beef jerky? Why are you sending beef jerky to the lab? Why are you keeping the beef jerky in the freezer? And it says he wasn't eating regular because he was been eating beef jerky. It says old saying, dog ate my homework. Well, my dog ate the beef jerky. I was looking for the beef jerky as I knew it was in my suitcase, and then I thought maybe I left it in the beach only to find a small plastic bag near my dog's bed. Hence, no beef jerky. I'll email Francis to make us some more as I need 6 to 8 ounces to send to the lab. I'll forward Francis the info to send to the lab directly. I'll try you later today. What the hell? J.E. said he was going to start eating regular food again, so he might be eating less jerky. That said, with the 6 bags of it in the downstairs freezer for the next trip, I believe it should be enough to get him through. Any other questions, please? Is this guy into satanic mutilations and carving up children? And I don't really know at this point, folks, but everything is pointing towards something sinister. Why are they talking in codes? This is not about beef jerky. There's no way this is about beef jerky. This is Pizzagate. I guess just another form of Pizzagate. Calling things what they're not. Known tactic in the drug world when you're talking on the phone. Now, last clip of the day, folks, I'm going to bring y'all is Pam Bondi goes on a completely unhinged rant about the stock market when she was asked why hadn't she indicted anybody behind the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. I mean, Jamie Raskin, who I can't stand, asked her, why haven't anybody been arrested behind the Epstein stuff? Bondi says, all America needs to focus on, well, here, I'll let you listen to it. Kind of weird answer.
The Dow right now is over $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing. You're a great stock trader, as I hear, Raskin. The Dow is over 50,000 right now. The S&P at almost 7,000. And the NASDAQ smashing records. Americans' 401ks and retirement savings are booming. That's what we should be talking about. We should be talking about making Americans safe. We should be talking about, what does a Dow have to do with anything? That's what they just asked. Are you kidding?
Mr. Jordan, Mr. Jordan.
Committee. The Dow.
See what she did there? She didn't want to answer the question. So she started doing the old talking points things. Look at this over here, and this is better than talking about that. You didn't answer the question, lady. You couldn't even say yes or no, or we're looking into it, or things were in process, or pending cases prevent us from saying something. She just dodged the whole question altogether. There it is, folks. For the love of God, arrest someone. We all feel that way. That's what I got for you today, folks. Sorry it's such a dark subject today, but we are starting to find out that there is some weird crap going on in the Epstein files involving language like cream cheese and beef jerky. Now, maybe it was just a beef jerky fetish on the island for Jeffrey and so many other people. I guess, but I don't think so. Tell me what you think in the comment section down below. Like, subscribe, and share. Over and out. Have a great one, folks. We'll be feeding the homeless ASAP tomorrow.